we are going to keep it going. We're going from the boxing world to the bare-knuckle world. So we had the bare-knuckle bout, and this was Paulie Malignaggi making his return to combat for the first time since 2019. Hasn't boxed in boxing since 2017. Did have a bare-knuckle match versus Artem Lobev in 2019, and he fought Tyler Goodjohn. And from all my experiences watching bare-knuckle, bud, this matched up to what you kind of expect to get. A lot of action and a lot of blood. Both of these guys busted up. Unbelievable fight. And in the end, Malignaggi wins a split decision. But if you look at some of the videos and some of the photos, you would think he lost the fight. Some brutal, brutal gashes. I guess that's what's going to happen. That comes with the turf of bare-knuckle. I know Paulie's a very dear friend of yours. You spoke before the fight. You spoke again this morning to check up on him and see how he's doing. I just want to get your thoughts from this fight, and if you could just share with us how Paulie's doing.
Yeah, we spoke through texts, so I always want to be accurate. I'd never want to put anything out there that's not accurate, not on purpose anyway. And yeah, thank God he was in the hospital in London. I think he posted something so everybody could see that. He posted something, I believe, that he was in the hospital. He got there like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He was maybe it was 10 o'clock, maybe it was a little later, but whatever it was, it might have been maybe 10 at night. And at 5 in the morning, he still hadn't been stitched up yet, which is a little unusual. They did a CAT scan, they did all that stuff to make sure, thank God, he was okay. But he at 5 in the morning, I know he had still been waiting to get stitched, but at the end of the day, when the most serious thing that he was most concerned about was he got an eye poke. You know, that's just very similar to UFC. The UFC, they got the fingers are loose on those small 4-ounce gloves, right? Of course, in bare-knuckle, there's no gloves at all. You got a little bit of wrapping, hand wrapping, but there's no glove, no padding. And you got the same thing you got in the UFC, which can be dangerous. The loose fingers, you get an eye poke and, you know, it can be very disabling. It was a bad eye poke. I think he got in the second round, so he had to endure the rest of the fight with basically one eye because he said that after that eye poke, he really couldn't see anymore out of that eye. So he was fighting the rest of the fight. We always knew he had a lot of heart and everything else to go with his hand speed and his good legs. But, man, his heart was really on display here. What a warrior. So he goes the rest of the fight, 5 rounds, right, bud? Yeah, it's 5 rounds they fight. And he wins the decision. He boxed beautifully. I got to tell you, as far as his injuries, to finish up on that, he has broken ribs in the back because he got hit some punches that really were kidney punches. He shouldn't have been hit back there, but he was, you know, he did get hit back there. And he got some broken ribs there, and he's got they couldn't tell whether or not it's a detached retina. We pray it's not because there was too much blood. They have to wait until the blood is absorbed by the body, and then they can see whether or not there is. But the good news is Paulie texts me that his vision is getting better, and that's a good sign. That's a great sign that it's getting better. And so while he heals up, he was going to Italy. He's from Italy, Paulie, and his father lives there. So he was on his way over there to spend a week with his dad. I'm sure that's a great way to heal up, to be with your parents. There's no better way to heal up than to be with the people that brought you into this world. So we'll pray that he heals up. He doesn't have a detached retina, and as far as the performance, wow. And also I want to finish one other thing about the injury because you brought it up, how he got busted up. He got busted up from a headbutt. Paulie was, you know, he wanted to make sure that he noted that the cut came from a headbutt. So he got a headbutt. He got some broken ribs from the punches in the back. It was a great performance by both fighters, Goodjohn and Paulie. But Paulie outboxed him. Paulie does what he does. The one spot I saw was the first round. He was boxing real good. And then Paulie led with a left hook. He just finished flurrying to the body, kind of like a shoe shine. And then he led with a left hook in front. He doesn't usually do that. And he got caught a right hand. Again, I always say this, reasons why you get hit with clean punches. You make a mistake technically. He threw a left hook in front. He got caught with a right hand. He got hurt. But then he recovered, obviously, and he went on to boxing. And for the most part, he boxed a superlative fight, a beautiful fight, where he used his jab, he controlled range to use his legs well. He had good head movement. His defense was good. You know, he put punches together well. He's not a huge puncher, but he put punches together well. He hurt his hand, by the way. Paulie's known for having fragile hands, and he went in with healthy hands. He figured that he was gonna be better this one with the hands, but at the end he did hurt the hand. I'm not sure which one it was. Hopefully that's not broken, but he went to the body well. And when you're not a puncher, the one place that you can hurt a guy, slow a guy down without having to have power is to the body. Because if you're catching them clean in the body, they're going to feel it. They're going to slow down a little bit. So he did a great job slowing down the aggressive Goodjohn, the physically stronger Goodjohn, by going to the body, putting punches together, controlling range, using his legs, using his jab. Like I said, mixing in with good defense, good counter punching. In spots, he looked like Paulie Malignaggi did with gloves on, you know, in spots. At the end of the day, he boxed his way to a tough victory in a very tough business.
Yeah, no question. Great breakdown, great fight. Congrats to both men. Nothing but heart, nothing but guts by both of them on display. And for Paulie, he's a great commentator. He's got a great job with Pro Box. I like to see him stay there. 44 years old to come out and do what he did. Incredible. Again, hats off one more time to Paulie Malignaggi. And a great fight for the Bare-Knuckle. So